we're looking at running a TV programme. Are you up for it? And
was it an immediate yes?
No, it was a phone down.
And how did that come about? I mean, what were they looking for? They were looking for ex-army people who...
No, they were looking for ex-special forces.
Right, so...
to run a condensed and diluted version of special forces selection. So not army training, not basic training, right at the top. See if we could put civilians through special forces selection, see if they got the attributes and characteristics of a special forces operator. And I literally was in Sierra Leone when I got the phone call. I got a phone call saying, we've got your number off of so-and-so. So once I heard the name, I thought, right, okay. So look, we're looking at running a TV programme. Are you up for it? And
was it an immediate yes?
No, it was a phone down. It was like, yeah, just leave me alone. I'm quite happy bouncing around Africa. Then the more I thought about the prospect and a new opportunity, it excited me. Then I said, look, I'll come back to London and I'll have a chat with you. And I had a chat with them. The powers to be in London got wind. Special forces got wind of it, and they told me that steer clear of it, to go nowhere near it. Well, the moment they told me that, it's like showing me the big red button.
Why were they telling you to steer clear?
Because it would go against the Secrecy Act that I've signed. You're not allowed to be video, you're not allowed to be filmed, you're not allowed to be...
Oh, well, because you're not supposed to say that that's what your job was.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to release your identity. So, yeah, it was a bit of a kerfuffle about that. And in the end, I said, look, I don't belong in the military anymore. You don't own me anymore. I'm going to go and do it. I lived in the shadows in the military. Expected to do that, but you expect me to live in the shadows in Civvy Street when you don't pay for my bills, you don't put a roof over my head, you don't feed me or my family. They're almost trying to control you with their ways when you weren't part of the organisation, and that pissed me off.
Was there a genuine legal issue around that?
Yeah.
How did that get dealt with?
I just said, look, I just had to sign sort of like a waiver to say that, they can no longer protect my identity,
okay,
and that I can be filmed.
Okay. Oh, so you could waive it. It wasn't that they could prevent you.
They could have done. Yeah, they could have taken me to court. It's one of those where, as long as I'm not giving away any secrets and drills and skills and any top sort of secret information, then it's all been done before. This was done years ago, but we just done it better. We done it bigger. We done it more. We done it psychologically better. We done it emotionally better, and they didn't have me.
Were you the only special forces person on that team?
No. So when we kicked off, there was 4 of us. So there was myself, Foxy, who still does the UK version, Ollie, who does the Australian version with me, and a guy called Colin, who left after Series 1. So out of the 3 originals that took on the role, Foxy does the UK version, and me and Ollie do the Australian version.
Did you know each other from before?
Yeah,
I
knew Foxy. I didn't know Colin, but Ollie knew Foxy really, really well. It was Foxy that brought Ollie on board, really. I was on board from day one. And yeah, we just filmed it. As soon as we filmed the first series, I went straight back to Africa to continue with my contracts. And then I got a phone call saying, Ant, you need to get back here. This series it's going to blow. The press want to talk to you. Everyone wants to talk to you. Get back here now. I said, I can't. I'm doing a contract. I'm halfway through a contract. So they said, look, listen, scrap your contract. Trust me, get back here. So I got back here. The show came out, and I've never looked back since. Since then.
How many seasons did you do?
So I'm still doing it now. So in total, I think I've done 16, 17 series today.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we're still going strong. In Australia, we're taking it international. UK one is not what it was. The UK one's been axed now. The original format has been axed. I think they only do the I know that they only do the celebrity one now. So the original format that I wrote on the back of a cigarette pack has been axed. It doesn't go ahead anymore in the UK.
How involved were you in the kind of writing of the training and the actual makeup of it?
I wrote the whole second series. I was the only one out of the DS that went out prior with the production team to do the whole course, to structure the whole course. the guys met me later on. I gave them sort of an orientation of what the course would look like and how we'd run things. And, you know, myself and the production team, we structured that whole second series. And then it went on from there, the third series. And then, you know, more production got involved, the more tick boxing got involved, the more wokeness got involved. It became a reality TV show rather than a military course.
How did the celeb show compare to the non-celeb show? I mean, any particular memories, any celebs that you thought would be shit but were great, or you thought would be good but were pussies?
At first, you know, the celebrity one, we could really push them because we didn't treat it any different to the civilian one. But then, you know, as time gets on, it's, you know, right, we've paid this amount of money for this person, we need to keep them on for this amount of time or a little bit longer, you know, and that's not the idea of the course. So, but I would say the first one or the first two with the celebs were hardcore. And the person that sticks out to me is Wayne Bridge.
Oh yeah,
the former England Chelsea footballer, left back. He's just got a tank on him. He would just go forever. He stood out quite a lot, to be fair, in a super positive way. I don't like to badmouth anyone, but there were some shocking celebs that obviously last not even a few hours. I'm mentioning no names, but again, you know, they've come on the course, they've given it a go. They probably just come there to collect a paycheck.
I saw a quarter of an episode once at a friend's house. I think it was the one where Katie Price was on. So,
I think she lasted about 12 hours. But listen, she's revamping herself, isn't she? So they use it as a platform as well, understandably. So, you know, you can't fault them for that. But it's not for celebs, really.